And we are live. What's up, people? How you guys doing? This is the Brown and Chicano Pride. I'm sorry, the Brown and Chicano Podcast. This is what it is, Chicano Pride. I guess I've been having that too much in my mind. But anyways, guys, puro Chicano U-turn. How you guys doing, man? Yeah. So I just got out of the washing myself up. I was, just cleaning up the bathroom and all that stuff, man. All the little stuff that we got to do, man, as a you know as a parent. We got to clean up the dang bathrooms and stuff like that, clean up the rooms and stuff like that. And so I'll come in. I'll put myself right now. Just since like I said, I just got out of the shower, so bear with me for a second, guys. I'll show myself right now, and so I'm actually putting my clothes on. Since, like I said, I just got out. I'm 1 minute late because this thing kind of lags a little bit, when I'm trying to get in. But what matters is we're here, man. We're here. We're here. So shout out to everybody out there, man. Shout out to Slab City News. Carlos, what's up? Shout out to his homie. I guess he's my homie now too. Desi D, or Desi D, something like that. What's up, guy? ¿Qué onda? Yeah. What's up to City News 11? Yeah, good thing that you didn't have a. Yeah, you look like you're good, man. It's like you got a little bit of a scare thinking that you was gonna probably have that rare form of COVID. Sucks, man. Good thing that you didn't have anything like that. So yeah, thank God. So that's a big plus, man. And so yes, man. Shout out to Lord Creedon, wherever you may be. Shout out to Honey Ho Ho, formerly known as Honey Holic. Shout out to all the community over there with Slab City News. To all you guys know who you guys are, all by name. Shout out to you guys, man. You guys are very cool over there. I like you guys, And it looks like some of you guys like me too, I guess. And plus, I've actually made a long time ago, kind of told a little bit of my story a little bit over there in Slab City News, right at the beginning when I was barely beginning. I don't think I had my podcast yet. I think I had just done uh, I had done a interview with Carlos. So yeah, I hadn't gotten anything yet. So yeah, shout out to Johnny Hash Brown, my brother from another mother. Shout out to you guys, man. Everybody that's out there, you know. Other guy, homeboy that was here last week, Goyo. Goyo was here. I haven't seen Dan anymore. But a shout out to you, Dan, wherever you may be. Shout out to you guys, man. Um, so yeah, man. This is where we are. I'm trying to set myself up here in the in my bed, right here in my spot, so I could talk to you guys clearly. And I got a little tripod that I'm gonna use so that maybe I can set it down, not be holding this thing all shaky and all that stuff. Let's see how it goes with this thing. Let me set it up, guys. Just bear with me. I know that it's a Labor Day weekend and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of people, I guess, A lot of people are gonna be going out there, you know. So I guess here I am. Yeah. So it was just I just got here not so long ago too, man. I started cleaning up the dang bathroom, man, because I was obviously I was out there in the street with my boys and everything, and so we're chilling out over there, my boys, and yeah, we managed to we managed to I bought them a couple of toys, like they wanted a couple of toys and all that, like always. But yeah, no, we just chilled out, man. Yeah, one thing that when was it? A Friday, I think Friday, man. I had another, I had an episode um where I had a freaking seizure. Um, Apparently I was in the bathroom and my boys got scared and they called grandma and she kept telling me, "Are you all right? Are you all right?" And I looked at her. I'm like, "What do you mean?" Like, "Yeah, I'm okay. What do you mean?" And I didn't find out till later. So my boy told me, "Hey, you just cayó, te caítes." And it says that I hit myself hard in the head because he just heard something go boom, and I hit myself right in the bathtub. And I didn't realize it, man. But you know how you guys already know that my ribs are already cracked over here, man. And you know what? I think my ribs are fractured, because I'm having a hard time, even when I cough, whatever, when I move around, I have a hard time, guys, because I can actually feel my ribs shifting, man. Like I can feel them shift back and forth now that the swelling has gone down a little bit, well, more significantly. But the pain still hasn't gone away, man. I think I did fracture my freaking ribs, man, for the other time. And this time around too, I hit my ribs too, man, my other side. So they say I struck my head pretty hard, man, when I had that seizure. Um, so it was not I had no clue. I was just right there in the bathroom brushing my teeth. Um, and I just had no clue. I was just like, she told me, I was fine, but they saw me that I had, had an attack, but I had no clue until my boy told me, like I said, and that's disturbing, man. That really is, man. And I think me messing around, man, I think probably the Mexican medicines probably was doing this to me, man. I think, but either way, man, I think I've already had sort of an issue. It just amplifies it even more. Um, Taking this kind of stuff, because I already have like twitches, like I've had them like that for some time, where I'll just be like boom, 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 and I'll be laying down and I'll just be twitching, and like an electrical shock or something like that, you know. So that's kind of the way it feels, Welcome, guys, whoever's out there. I'm gonna go ahead and post the I'm gonna go ahead and post the actual give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and post the actual the StreamYard thing. What is it? StreamYard. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Well, if you guys go to the comment down there, you guys will see me. You guys will see it down there. Um, you guys will. Hold on for 1 second, guys. Just bear with me, guys. I appreciate you guys being here. I know that I'm just getting started and everything. So it was 8B4 zip, and then what was the other? Oh, here it is. Yeah. This is it right here. So that's a link. Anybody wants to come in, wants to tell their story. Everybody got a story to tell. Just ain't got nobody to tell it to. Um, this is the platform. Uh, since we're just getting started, guys, this is kind of what the idea was about. Try to get you guys in here, and you know, where anybody can come over here and tell their story. I know I was supposed to get some other people come in. Um, Johnny Hash Brown send me a message. Send me it's because right now I don't have a phone, man. I still don't have a phone, so I haven't been able to communicate with absolutely nobody, just through YouTube, and it's been kind of iffy, and it's been kind of crazy that I haven't been able to call my daughter. Uh, I haven't been able to call anybody else, man. Really, um, trying to make some. I had all my phone numbers, man. I had it in my other phone, man. My other phone um, just simply stopped working. It doesn't even turn on anymore or anything because it got really cracked. And then it was turning on, but the screen I couldn't. It wouldn't touch anymore. It wasn't working anymore. So it was just that that cracked. Let me see if I have it right here. What the heck did I do with it? Oh, here it is. Check this out. Look how beat up that thing is, eh? And you try to touch screen it. Look at the chip right there in the corner too. Now you guys can see it, man. So you try to touch screen it, man, it doesn't work. And then now I try to charge it, and it simply does not work either. And and I have all my phone numbers right there, eh? Every single phone number that I can possibly have uh, was in there. So it's I had all my phone numbers, and I try to call people right there, man, and I just simply couldn't call anybody anymore. Watch, I'm gonna try to connect it. Let's see, where's the connection? Oh, it's like this. So it's connected right there. It's connected. It's happening. And I left it like that for several hours, and nothing happened. So, and I don't know. It just stopped working, man. And I got all my phone numbers right there. I think I had it like an iCloud where I put my so I only have like certain numbers, but I don't have like the recent numbers. I just have like old phone numbers, like of like other people, man. And yeah, I try to put my tripod on, man. This thing it's kind of iffy. And then plus right here, I'm in a bed, so it's not really stable. So I'm up here in a bunk bed where, it's where I sleep. Um, I should be sleeping down there, but my son had taken over that spot because he didn't want to sleep up here. But now he sleeps with grandma, so you know, I guess I should probably just take over sleeping down there. It's a bigger bed. But then again, I kind of got comfortable up here already. So, and then my son sleeps over there in that other bed, that makeshift bed. It's supposed to be a litera too, a bunk bed. Um, the things over there, but the thing is that the hooks where it hooks onto the, to put the bed on it, uh, they they uh they broke off, man, or something, because they were sitting out there for a long time outside, and so yeah, it's just one of those things, man. But yeah, yeah. So we're waiting for Johnny Hash Brown, see if he's gonna show up or not. I have no idea. He did send me a message saying that if I was down, and to go ahead and it looks like he went live last night, and he was cooking some, of all things, potatoes. You know, he's like, hey man, well I'm Johnny Hash Brown. You know, I have to have my potatoes. Yeah, yeah, I like the guy a lot, man. I love the guy, man, and everybody else too, man. That that we spoken to, man. Everybody's cool, man. I really like everybody. And on Friday, when I went live, nobody showed up really, man. I was like, and then I realized, so like, wait a minute, well, it's the first of the month. People getting their paycheck. People go to the market, and when people go to it's the first of the month. Everybody goes to the freaking market, or they go out there and try to cash in, their stuff that they get um, from the government, I guess, and everybody goes to the market or they go shopping or something, and so the lines are, they're long, and it's something like that, especially here in the hood. So it makes it a little bit harder, for the average person, the average worker to just go to the store, to the market, and then you have all these people, running around and shouting and trying to fight with you or try to sell stuff to you outside or whatever, just it's absolute pandemonium, you know, especially the first couple of 5 days, and then I didn't realize that it was a Labor Day weekend. So like now that's another thing too. Labor Day weekend, a lot of people are trying to travel out of here. They're trying to get the hell out of here too. They're either having people come over. Excuse me. Excuse me. It's either they're trying to have people come over from out of state or from another city, or they're going out there to another city and whatnot. So it's hard to say, man. A lot of people, gas stations are packed or whatever. People go. I remember when I used to get paid every Friday, man. I was going out there cashing my check. Um, up until I got an account. Then it was just it was sort of I think I was getting direct deposit at the time, and so it was just going down there. But still, you still have to go to the bank and go get some money though. So it's kind of like So yeah, I used to like that job, man. Uh, and then they had like this other bank that was called East Central, where the company was actually putting in money every month. I mean every week. Um, it was a certain amount of money, and they'll pay you dividends uh, by having that money there, and you'll get paid dividends that'll put it right there in that account, which was pretty nice, man. But me, I was just getting started with my family when I just had the two boys and everything, and then plus I was taking care of baby mama's the wifey's daughter. She was with us at the time. She was like about 14, 15, and I had to take care of her too. And plus, my daughter too. She was like about 7 years old, and my two boys, you know. So I had to go over there several times, all the way to Pasadena to go get some money, and that's what used to happen, man. But yeah, today we went to MacArthur Park. We went down there. We chilled out. You know, I bought the boys some toys, like I said. We walked around. I went to a store down there to go get some supplies for to clean the restroom and some other supplies that we need here in the house. Yeah, I could have gone right here locally, man, but I had to go get my medicine too, man. Which is another thing, man. That yeah, I think I just gotta finally get rid of that stuff, man. I just gotta get rid of it. I can't keep doing this anymore. And then plus on top of that, I'm paying it out of my pocket, man, because these fools right here, I was going to pain management. I just quit going. I just stopped going because the stuff they were giving me was not even working at all. I told them, hey guys, man, you know, I got bone spurs in my back, man, and basically a degenerate disc already, which is like, a disc supposed to be like that big. Mine's is like this, man. It's already like almost bone to bone. It's very painful, and sometimes, man. Um, and then plus I got bone spurs that grew already right there, so it's like it's even amplifies a little bit more. And then the two in my neck, man, and then I got a torn freaking muscle right here. They told me, oh no, you're not gonna need surgery. You just gotta work it out and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, but with having seizures, man, imagine I'm bench pressing, man, and then I have a freaking seizure and thing falls on top of me or something. That's why I quit lifting weights, man. I haven't worked out like like I used to, man. I used to work out all the time. And hey, what's up, Evan? What's going on, man? Nice to see you, brother. Hey, luckily you didn't have no freaking no COVID, eh? That was a scare that Carlos was telling you about, that rare form of in Michigan. Uh, but yeah, you sounded real sick, brother, man. You sounded real bad. You didn't look good. I mean, you didn't sound good because you were behind the your avatar. Yeah, is that right? That's good, man. I wish I could start going back to the gym, man. I got some equipment here in my house already. I got I got some what you call it I got a bench press, I got a curling bar, I got some dumbbells, I got a punching bag, a speed bag, and so yeah, and I have some stuff that I can use, that I've used for many years actually. I used it for many years. Hey, what's up, Carlos? What's going on, man? Yeah, guys. So yeah, we're here, man. We're just I was telling everybody how I had this freaking seizure, man. I had another freaking seizure. Um, I think it was on Friday or so. No, not Friday. Was it Friday or something? I don't recall, man. Could have been Saturday. I don't remember, man. All I know is that grandma found me in the freaking ground, saw me right there in the ground, and I was right there on the floor. My son said that he heard something go bam, like it hit really, really hard, and I hit my head on the bathtub, man. I was just brushing my teeth, man, and found me right there on the ground, freaking twitching, man. And I was just man, I was just like I was tripping out, man. And grandma just came to the bathroom. She's like, "Hey, what are you doing? Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I was like, "Why?" So yeah, I'm okay. What do you mean? I hadn't realized that not until my son told me that I had passed out and that I had a freaking, they say cayó, you know. It's because you're cayó. That means like I had a seizure. And like I said, man, it's really troubling, man. And I'm blaming it on this Mexican medicine, man. Maybe the stuff that I've been taking, man, might be tainted or something, man. But I just gotta stop doing this, man. I just gotta quit, man. Um, but yeah, welcome, guys, man. Thank you for supporting the channel, dudes. Um, yeah, so I was hoping for Johnny to show up, but he actually sent me a message through via YouTube, but I don't know what happened. Maybe he'll show up later on. I don't know. I did tell him that he was gonna show up. I mean, I'm sorry. 7:30 I was gonna start, which is about 8:30 in his time. It's like an hour ahead. And so, yeah, yeah, no, brother, man. I know it's things happen, brother. Things happen, man. You know, it's just something that sometimes you just cannot avoid. It's just things that you know I hate paying out of my pocket too, man. With this medicine, and then like I was telling people, man, that it cracked my ribs, man. And now that the swelling has gone down, I could feel my ribs, man, actually like shifting, and I could feel it like really bad. It's been about almost like 3 weeks, and it still hasn't gotten any better. And I have these things where you put like these electrodes to like stimulate your muscle, and I've been using it, but still, man, it's just like it's kind of painful when I cough or when I sneeze or something like that, or if I get jabbed right there. Like my sons have, they jabbed me right there before, like today too. You know, fooling around with them, playing around, but man, it's just very painful, way. And I gotta go get an X-ray, man. And I think well, tomorrow's Labor Day, so like I said, I didn't realize it was Labor Day, man. And I went on Friday live, nobody showed up, and I was like, well, then I realized it was the first of the month, and then everybody was just out and about. People are leaving the city. People are coming from another city or from another state, whatever. And then people getting their money and stuff like that. Stores are jam packed. You know, people are cashing in and stuff like that. Also, people get paid on Fridays and stuff like that. And then people got to go pay their freaking rent, and it was just complete pandemonium. So I should have thought about that, but I guess I didn't realize it. And then and then plus Labor Day weekend. So like, man, so all that stuff came out. All that stuff came out, man. And so yeah, but yeah, I was hoping for Johnny to show up, man. I don't know what's up with him. He's all right. I know he went live last night. Last night he went live, and he was actually speaking and talking. He was out there, doing his thing, and so he was, yeah, yeah. So he was no, so he was out. No, he was I think it was like a 40-minute, 50-minute little live stream that he did, and yeah, so he was there, and he's like I said, he sent me a message saying if I was down to go live tonight. And I told him, yeah, well, I'm actually gonna go live because I already scheduled it, because as everybody knows, uh, we go live on Fridays and Sundays, which is around this time, about 7:30 ish or 8 o'clock. It's around the time. Well, actually, when I go to 7:30, it's actually like this right now. This is like the pregame show. So maybe he'll show up at 8 o'clock. I don't know, because usually we'll get started and we'll get started around 8 o'clock. But this is like the pregame show, so to speak, eh? So yeah, man. So how you guys doing, man? I'm over here just chilling out. Just like I said, I went out there and I was out there out and about. I had a friend of mine showed up in the afternoon looking for me, man. But I was still I was a little bit groggy because I was taking a nap because my freaking ribs, man. I was like trying to recover, man, and some fool came looking for me, and I feel kind of bad because I had to turn him away. But he's a youngster, man. He's like about 19 or 18, 19 years old, and he must have been faded because the last time he came, man, that fool was faded. That fool was drinking, and that fool likes to drink and smoke weed, man. But not only that, that fool, those things that to clean the computers, man, the things them fools be putting in their freaking mouth like, and then they be talking all deep like. That youngster, man, he like, you frying your freaking brain. No, no, actually, you're freezing your dang brain with that stuff, eh? But they like it, man. There was this one girl too, man. This chick. When I go over there to the railroad tracks, excuse me, excuse me, she does the same thing too, man. Excuse me. Oh, I don't want to get the hiccups. Let me drink some more water. I feel like I'm gonna get the hiccups. Excuse me. Yeah, Grandma made some drumsticks, eh? With some fried beans and some fried rice, a fried chicken, some drumsticks, eh? So we were grubbing on that, man. We had Grandma eating that. I mean, she made it, and we were eating that with the boys right before we went. And then you had the pupusa lady over there too. So they were kind of full, so we didn't buy any. And then plus the pupusas over there are like $3 a pop now, man. I remember before they were like about 150, and then they went to $2. Now they're $3, and it's like it's crazy, man. The things are low, like only like a like this long or something. They're not even that big, eh? And it's like about this thin, like this. It's not even that, like. There's this lady right here, man. She sells them like for like $2, and hers are huge, man. You know, and she sells them right here, right around the corner. Some pusas, and but this other lady over there is because the traffic of the human traffic are so much over there that a lot of people just they'll buy them, man. And then she's not the only one. There's like on that same block, there's like about two or three of them, like three or four maybe, because everybody's right there. I don't know if I posted a video where I was walking around there, um, but I do have some footage where I was walking around, and you can see all that stuff right there. You can see all these people, um, the vendors selling right there along the street and everything like that and stuff like that. So yeah, yeah, but it's kind of cool, man. It's kind of cool going over there. I like it. I like the park. You know, I think I had some footage of the park. Man, right now what I'm kind of upset is because my son got this freaking dog. We found that fool in the watchtowers, eh? By the way, I have a footage too, the watchtowers I'm gonna put up later on. I'm gonna upload it, and so the statue of the man that made it, you guys will see how tall he was, and I did it what yesterday? No, yesterday or was it Friday? No, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday because yesterday I went to the market with my boys. We went to the market. I had to go to the market, and so we went to the market, man. And I took this little stroller, because I had to take the metro. My truck is still out, man. I need to fix my truck. And then besides, I'm not supposed to allegedly be driving, but it just makes it easier for me to get around, obviously. But so I've been taking the metro and not taking this baby stroller, man. I was taking this baby stroller, and so I had to put all the groceries right there, eh? And so and so I was running around with that thing, eh? And it's kind of funny, you know. But just have to do what you got to do. And so the dog was around with us, but we managed to go over there to the watchtowers a little bit, and because the boys wanted to go, and then they got this big old huge tortoise. They got a bunch of turtles right there, like a little pool. They got a bunch of turtles, but they have this huge freaking tortoise, man. I don't know how old that fool is. He must be like 30 plus years. But that fool's the size of a table. The size of a table, man. That fool's right there. He has his own little house and everything right there in the watchtowers, eh? And the thing is huge, man. The size of a freaking table, eh? My sons like to go over there to see him. Like, hey, let's go see him, daddy. And yeah. So, oh, by the way, the fool that I sold the van to, man, that fool's still out there, man. Call that fool Drama. I don't know why they call him Drama. I call him Futurama. Um, but this fool still owes me for the van, and I don't know when he's gonna pay me. I told him, dude, um, not to be a prick or anything like that, or not to try to kick you out, dude, but just gotta give me something, dude, because right now I'm kind of hurting. I need to fix my truck. My truck, you know, broke down all of a sudden, man, and I need to get it fixed. I need to change the wheel, uh, the disc, because the lug nuts, actually the bolts, where you got the lug nuts go in there, it broke off, man, because the wheel was actually loose. The wheel, where the holes, they actually opened up, and somehow it snapped one of them. It was just like, man, luckily it didn't happen somewhere out there in the street or in the freeway, eh? So it just right when I was coming inside the house, man, it broke right there, man. The wheel came off right there, right when I was trying to back up, going inside the house, right there. So I got a jack, man, and I put a jack under it, and I drove it inside, even though it fell down a couple times, but I managed to make it inside, and so it's right there outside, man. I think I saw some footage of it the other day, but it's right there, man, and I gotta get it fixed, man. I can't leave it like that, you know. And then plus I got my lowrider back there too, my vehicle saver that I need to get fixed. I would rather be driving that thing, man. To be honest with you, it's more smooth and it's not loud or anything. Because this truck is loud, man. It's like it sounds pretty loud when you're driving this thing, man. Yeah. So hey, welcome guys, man. All you guys that are here, welcome guys, man. What's up? How you guys doing? So yeah, and that's what we're doing, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the link out there, man. If anybody wants to come in, wants to tell their story, obviously that's the you know that's what this platform is for. People coming in and want to tell their story. 'Cause a lot of people got stories to tell, but ain't got nobody to tell it to. So that's kind of what this is about, you know. But since we're just getting started, I mean, we're just getting started. So that's one of the things that we're just barely getting started, like I said. So little by little, you know. I think I'm only what like about 3 4 months in, I think, and so which is what maybe about 12 weeks, a little bit over 12 weeks already in, maybe. Johnny's supposed to be with me all the time. That's why we call it Brown and Chicano Podcast. Brown for him and Chicano for obviously me. And but yeah, I gotta get this thing fixed, man. But the thing is that I need to bleed the system on the Buick. That's all that's wrong with it, man. There's nothing wrong with that dang car. All I gotta do is just it's a two-man job. And I don't know if you guys remember, but my pops was supposed to help me with it, man. But he passed away all of a sudden on 4th of July. 4th of July, he passed away, man. All of a sudden, man, just passed away. He was supposed to help me bleed it because obviously he was a mechanic for 50 years and he knew how to do it. So, and I know how to do it too, man. But it's a two-man job. I need somebody to go in there and pump it while I'm down there, and I had to unscrew the nipples, man, with uh, put like a hose in it with a little bottle like this, full of liquid. So in case it wants to suck back air inside, it'll just get liquid from the bottle itself, and you can see the bubbles coming out. So as soon as it stops throwing bubbles, after you tell them, all right, go ahead and punch it, press it 3 times, 1 2 3, and then hold it, and then I loosen it, boom, and then you'll see the bubbles coming out. And you gotta start with the one that's the farthest from the master cylinder, which is the one in the rear on the passenger side. And the way yeah, so you got to start with that, and then since they're drums in the back, um yeah, so they're not discs. The ones in the front obviously are, but yeah, I'd rather be driving that thing because I haven't driven in a long time, man. And I really miss that car. That thing, nothing leaks, man. Nothing of that thing, man, is just absolutely just like straight up, man. But this truck right here, I think it started to leak, man. I gotta find the source where it's leaking. And that thing got a shift kit, man. You running like, and it's super loud too, man. I think it's the 350 the engine. That sucker runs, man. That feature truck, man, and it burns out like crazy too, man. Like you mash on it, dude, thing will start burning out, dude. Like it's like a freaking muscle car almost, eh? Um, it's a 1994 a Chevy 1500. Later on, they started calling it Silverado, but it's a dual cab. I remember I said something about who had offered me that money, had offered me some money for it, and I told him I declined, because he said he wanted he's been looking for one, especially dual cab. And then since it's a short bed type, it's not the long bed, it's a short bed, which is the most sought after. Because everybody out here got like some fools got some short beds, but they're short beds, but they're just one cab, just like you have 3 passengers and that's it. But this one has a dual cab where you can fit people in the back, and back of you. and it's a short bed. It's not the long bed, and then plus it has a top already, and it just needs a paint job, man. And I don't know if I showed it to you guys already, but it's right outside, and yeah. So that truck, man, that truck's super good, man. I just gotta, like I said, let me just go show it to you guys, man. Just give me a second. Oh, let me turn this off. Watch, check this out, guys. Thank you for being around with me, guys. Thank you for showing up, man. Thank you, Evan, man, for showing up, brother. You too, Carlos. So here it is. This is what happened to the wheel hub. Oh, you can't even see a little bit. Look at this right here. I don't know if you guys can see this. That's the only one that got messed up. But the wheel itself is like I can't get it because but this is it right here. This is the truck. I hope you guys can see it. I have the hood up a little bit. This is it. It needs a paint job, and it's a dual cab. Then it has this top right here for the bed. It's a short bed. You can see this from here to there. It's only a short bed. It's not the long bed type. And look at the fat tires it has too. I gotta fix it inside though. This part I took out this part because I was gonna go ahead and paint it. So I got the part right here that goes right there. And I gotta do something with the steering wheel too, man. Because it doesn't have any horn or anything like that. But I gotta fix the top and stuff like that. It's a lot of little things I can do to it, man. But the big plus is that I have a what you call it I have space for my voice. My voice can go right there, and I could also have people come in want to be riding with us or something like that. They can go ahead and do that with us. And so, oh look, here's my mother. Diga hola.
Hola, ¿cómo están? Bendiciones.
That's my mother, right there. That's grandma right there. Well, my mother, really. I call her grandma because it's grandma of my two boys. So, yeah, man. She's the one that holds down the house, man. She's the one that holds it down. What the heck's going on outside? Somebody blasting? Nah, it's probably firecrackers. No, back then, man, when we used to live in East LA, oh, my freaking ribs. Oh, dang it. That was a bad idea. Ooh, I went up the stairs right here in the bunk bed. I pulled myself. Oh my gosh, that sucks. So yeah, man. Ooh. Well, anyways, yeah. So that's a truck, man. It just needs a paint job, and I have the compressor back there. My grandpa had left um, he had left the paint, the paint gun back there. So I got like two or three of them back there. Um, excuse me. So I got two or three paint guns back there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just buy the paint, mix it. You gotta paint. You gotta mix the paint with the clear coat, you know. And then if you want to, you could also just paint it and then put the clear coat on top of it afterwards, to make it nice and shiny. But Grandpa used to do it like that. He used to just he used to mix um, kind of like half and half, um, the mixture with the clear coat and with the paint. And because he painted cars, man, he used to paint cars, and because he used to work in Tijuana for a long time, and so so he did it for a long time, man, and that's where he learn how to do mechanic and stuff like that, eh? And so he learned how to do all that stuff over there with this guy que le decían el máquinas. Máquinas means the machines or machine, and he said he's the one that taught him, man, and my dad did it for a long time over there. Over there, man, you go over there and try to paint your car, man, in Tijuana, they say, and they'll paint it the same freaking day, man. The same day you go over there and take it, you'll have like 5 or 6 or 7 fools right there in the same time, just scrubbing the hell out of your car, man. Sanding it and everything. While some other fool, as soon as they do that, they start primering it. They put the primer on top of it, and the next thing you know, they start painting on top of it just like that. I don't know. I think they just start priming some spots only, and next thing you know, they start painting the whole thing, just right out there like that, and they start putting the papers and everything. So it's really quick, man. Within a few hours, next thing you know, your car's already done. I remember my brother-in-law used to go over there all the time because he lived in Rosarito. Next thing you know, he'll come back with his freaking car a different color, eh? Because he used to paint it all the time. So that fool kept coming around with different colors all the time, man. Like back to LA and stuff like that. Um, yeah, that was my former brother-in-law. That's the father of my oldest sister. She had 2 boys and a girl with him, and which was her last ones. And because my sister already had two girls from another relationship, I guess, and this guy, this fool was from Guadalajara, but he lived in his mother and everybody lived in Rosarito, which was really nice, man. I went over there one time, man, and you could see the ocean from right there. It was like up in a hill. Colonia Constitucion. That's what it was called, La Colonia Constitucion, or the Constitution, the colony Constitution. And so you could see the ocean like all the way down there. You could see it, and it's crazy because my niece, man, my niece, she went over there, man, and she got together with some other fool, man, and she was only like about 16 or 17 years old, and she died. She died out of pneumonia. You know, she passed away. She was young, man. But she was like I don't know. She had daddy problems and stuff like that, and because she was over there with her grandma for most of her life, and then next thing you know, she came and she started living with us, and but she was like going with. She just loved gangsters, man. She was just going around with these bad boys, man. And I remember she would like grab me, man. She'd be like, "Oh man, I wish you were now my uncle and stuff like that." And she'll like sit on me and stuff like that. And it's like, come on, little girl, man. She was like 14 or 15 years old. And poor girl, man. Se llamaba Elsie. Um, by the way, one of my nieces, Diana. Shout out to Diana and her husband, Monster Masher. What's up? Um, they called her little daughter Elsie, and she even put a tattoo on herself. She comes in sometimes. She comes around over here. She calls herself Miss Wonder Woman or something like that. So I haven't seen them in a bit, but right now she's been helping us a whole lot, man. Grandma calls her up, man. She wants to go to the market. She needs to go to the market, and yeah, they go ahead and she comes around and goes ahead and takes her. Especially right now, since I don't have a vehicle. That's what she's doing. So I really appreciate that, man. Shout out to you, Diana, man. Thank you so much for everything that you do for us. And not to mention, when Grandma, since today's Sunday, every Sunday, You also have her, or you have my sister. Shout out to my sister Estrella. Shout out to you. Shout out to my cuñado Paul, the Blinker. Shout out to Blinker. And they go ahead and take her to church, you know, every Sunday. But yeah, guys, man, that's what it is. Man, I don't know what happened to Johnny. I guess Johnny didn't show up today. I guess we're gonna have to wait for next time. Um, but yeah, guys, man, I just I was hoping to have a conversation with him and see what's going with him and stuff like that. You know, me, the only thing I had to say was just kind of that's kind of what happened too. Yeah, with me, the seizure and all that stuff. Man, there was one fool. This one guy. His name is Pablo, the homeboy Pablo. Actually, I made a video and he came out and like, hey, ¿cómo te dicen, compa? Pablo, ¿cómo Pablo? You know, and he was right there. I had given him some wheels, some aluminum wheels, and that fool started tearing up the tire, itself. And so I had told him, no, dude, let me help you with this. And that fool said, nah, I'm gonna just do it like this, man. That fool started cutting it and everything, so he could take the aluminum wheels and aluminum wheels and go scrap them. They're like about 15, $20 each when you go scrap them because it's nothing but aluminum. They're heavy too. And I had given it to him. I let him have it. I'm like, here, man. I gave him two of them. And that fool did it, man. That fool, he did all that crazy stuff. Pinche Pablo. Well, anyways, I saw him like a couple days ago, and this fool was like almost crying. That fool like, man, my freaking lady, man, she kicked me out. She kicked me out of the house. Her girl, Maria. And said, remember, I was with her, man. Everything was cool, man. But she kicked me out of the freaking house, man. She tore up my clothes. She threw all my shoes. She threw all my stuff to the street, and she ripped up my clothes. And he said, excuse me. And he said all because she was accusing him of sleeping with another girl. It looks like she had the impression of smelling of another chick, according to her. And he was like, well, show me who she is, man. Tell me who she is. Let me know, because I don't know this woman. I don't know what you're talking about. And obviously, and he was telling me the truth, man. He wasn't going out. Just like if I was to be doing something like that, man, I would have told you already, because he was loyal to her, man. But obviously, when women kind of do stuff like that, man, it's because usually they say about 80% of the time, women are the ones that leave the relationships. They're the ones that break it off, and about 75% of them are the ones that these are real stats too, by the way, are the ones that leave the marriage. I mean, look at me. They left me, you know, and that came out of nowhere too, man. So one day I'm going to laundromat. I'll be right back. She left, never came back. I tell people, man, it's been about 7 years already, man. 7, 8 years. She's probably still washing. Maybe she's probably barely drying or something. I don't know. But she had taken my young son, man. She said, by the way, the Israel, the little boy, the youngest one is not your son. And she told me that. And she thought it was gonna phase me, but I was like, so when he started growing up and he started looking like my other son, and they say my other son looks like me. Now they say they look kind of like me, and so she couldn't say it was not mine, but he's mine. He's my son. He looks more like her, kind of, but he does look like he has. They always think that both of them are twins, man. They always think they're twins. My two sons. I'm gonna post some video right there that I have that I did yesterday. Yeah, I was talking about the what you call it, the raspada lady, man. I went over there and I was walking to the where was I? I was walking to the liquor store was gonna go get some milk and stuff like that. Which, by the way, I think I need to go do that today, right now. So we ain't got no milk. And so, yeah, man, we were over there, and I saw la señora, and she was doing raspados, and I was like, hey, well, hola, ¿cómo está? And I said, yeah. So, oh, más o menos, which means like, oh, so. I don't know if I told this story already on Friday or something. I don't remember. And she's like, oh, so no, just say that you're good, man. Diga que está bien, you know. Ya amaneció, no? You know, that's how you woke up this morning, right? That's already a blessing in itself. Like, yeah, you're right. And then so she's like, what do you guys want? I wanted a tamarindo, a raspado, so shaved ice. My son got the strawberry. Um, my youngest one and the oldest one got the vanilla, but I got the tamarindo. And then I told her, hey, so how's it been going, man? Have you been harassed anymore? By anybody? And then she looked at me. She's like, "You're the guy that helped me out the other day." I was like, "Yeah, it was me." And she said, "Yeah, you were with a morenito, an African American guy that me and him were right there in the corner. We had already in a run-in with that fool, man. That fool was like I said, he was about 6'3". I'm not exaggerating, man. That fool was like about 6'3", 280 pounds, I will say, man. He was like at least between 260 and 280, but that fool was huge, man. It's a big dude, and he was like a Central American because he had that accent, eh? And so he started going over there and started harassing her, man. He pretended that he wanted some shaved ice, but this fool had a beer in his hand, and you could see the poor little woman. She was like going around her little cart like this, man. She was running around like trying to stay away from him, and that fool was like kind of following her, and around the thing like it's like they were playing around or something, eh? And then the guy was like, the guy that was with me, like, yeah, man, this fool, man, I don't like this people to be coming around like that, and they get drunk and they try to get crazy with you. And we were talking about that, right? Because we had a run in with that fool in the liquor store. We're coming out, he was coming in, and he was like, whoa, what's up, fool? And like, he was trying to start something. I'm like, oh man, what's up, man? And then we're talking Spanish, right? No, ¿qué trae? No, pues como que qué traigo, qué chingado, whatever, in his language, And then I told him, nah, ya andas pedo, no, you're all right, man, you're already drunk, man, you're drunk. Look at you, man, you're drunk like he was drunk as a skunk, man. That fool had a big old gut. He was a big gut like this, man. That fool was like big old wide gut, man. That fool had a big old gut, and I was like, dude, you're drunk, man. What are you trying to do? And he just kept standing and looking at us, man. And I was like, oh man. So we just ignored him. We're like, nah, screw this fool, man. So we just proceeded to go our own way, with they call this guy Top Flight, the guy that I was with. I haven't seen him anymore. Shout out to Top Flight, by the way. He's an older man, African American guy that kicks it right here in Watts. And so I was chilling out with him, and I had a 12-pack of Coronas that day, so I was drinking some Coronas. Um, that fool had something else like a Seagram, like it's kind of like a wine cooler or something like that. And so that's what he had, and that's what he was drinking. Like, yeah, man, he was all he was all cool, man. He just wanted to hang around somebody. So we're talking, and then all of a sudden he was like, we're talking about this guy. He said, yeah, man, I don't like this, man. And that fool had passed through us again. And that's when he started harassing the woman. Started going around the poor woman who was going around her little car like this, man, trying to stay away from this fool. Imagine 200 between 260 and 280, 280 pounds, 6'3". Fool was like about this tall, taller than me, eh? I'm only 5'8". I'm not the biggest guy in the world, but I'm under 6 feet for sure. And he's like, yeah, man, I don't like fools like that. He said, by the way, and then he turned around and he was facing like, behind me like this. I'm like, yeah, you see that, man? I don't like fools going around like that, eh? Oh, by the way, guys, shout out to you guys, man. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being around with us. You know, thank you guys for supporting the channel. And by the way, yeah. So and then so this guy, man. So he's like, they're like, you see that man? I don't like him, harassing that woman, the raspada lady, the raspadera. And so when he said that, I turned around and I saw that, and then he started walking in like a split second because I was gonna walk over there already. I was like, man, this fool got me fed up already, man. And so this fool started walking like a split second later. I started walking right behind him. And so we went over there. I don't know if this fool had a blade or whatever, but we went over there and I told this fool, man, leave that lady alone, man. Déjala en paz. ¿Qué fregados traes? ¿Qué andas bien pedo, hombre? Vais a su casa. Get your out of here, man. Get out of here right now. And he just started looking at us and like, vámonos, vámonos. Váyase porque le va a ir mal ahorita. Deja a la pobre señora, en paz. And so she kind of remembered that when I saw her like a couple of days ago. So you were the guy that helped me out, huh? That other time? I was like, yeah. I said, man, after that, she said, after that, I called my brothers, man. I called my brother to show up because every time I have some kind of trouble like that, I call my brother and my brother shows up right away. And she said that she called her brother afterwards, but the guy was long gone because when I told him to leave, man, that fool he bolted, he left. And I don't know if Top Light had a knife or whatever. He had something with him, but yeah, it was not gonna go good for him, man. I was gonna sock that fool, man. So you better leave that woman alone, man. And then so she remembered us, and so yeah, she remembered us, man, and she was like, yeah, um, what you call it, hey, shout out to you, Robert Lowe. Um, thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here with us, man. God bless you, brother. And so yeah, man, no, this fool, man, I'm telling you, man. And then so she remembered us, man, and then she proceeded to tell me, hey, you know what happened to me last Tuesday? Like, what happened? I said, man, I was over there in the projects, man, and they jacked me, man. Me asaltaron. They assaulted me, and they took all my money. The ras the raspada lady, excuse me, which is shaved ice. She had given me one at tamarindo. My son got one from vanilla, and the other one got strawberry, which is actually all homemade too, man. It's all homemade because you could see it has the parts that has the strawberries in there, the tamarindos was in there, and the vanilla. Well, obviously it's just vanilla, but all the ingredients were all in there, and which is really good, man. It was like all homemade, made from scratch. That's how they make it, and she didn't have to be like some other foods where they got a big old block of ice and like she already had everything shaved already. She had like a big old cooler already, and now all the ice was already shaved. So all she had to do just put a cup in there, and with with the top on top of it, man, with a straw and a spoon, and that's it. And yeah, so she remembered me, man. She remembered me. She's like, I thought I recognized you, and she's a pretty girl, man. She's a good looking woman. I mean, I can't really tell because she's wearing a mask like this, but she's she's brown like me, and but yeah, she says she got jacked, man, and she called her brothers, man, and they couldn't catch up to those guys, man. But they said some fools over there from the projects. There's the Bloods over there. The Bloods kick it over there, eh? And those projects are Nickerson Gardens, which is where my sister Adriana, my brother-in-law lives. Shout out to my sister Adriana, mi cuñado Miguel también. Shout out to you guys. That's where they live. And so yeah, man, that's where they live, man. And you'll get jacked over there. She says, man, I've been there so many times, man, and I've never gotten jacked. Never. Maybe that guy can help me bleed the brakes, huh? What, the big guy? He'll do it with his pinche panza. He'll do it with his stomach, eh? Yeah. Now I haven't seen Top Flight, man. Top Flight, I have no clue what happened to him. But yeah, I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get some one of these foods. I'll probably get Pablo come help me out. But Grandma says that she doesn't want anybody over here because she's the one that calls the shot. This is her house, and so like I said, some fool came over here looking for me earlier, but I had to turn them away because I was like in bed because like I said, man, I got my ribs cracked, man. My I got cracked ribs right now, man. I think I gotta go get an X-ray because I could feel my now that the swelling went down, I could feel my part of my one of my part of my ribs, man. It's like shifting. I could feel it shifting. I hit it pretty hard, man, and I cracked my head open too. Like you see some of the scar right here. I was bleeding right there off my head. That's gonna leave a scar, man. It's kind of deep too, and that's what happens, man. Not to mention the seizure I had, man. I had my other side when I fell down on you know, on top of the bathtub, man. I hit my other side of my rib. They said I hit my head pretty hard too. My son said, but I don't feel no knot or nothing like that. Guess my head got a little bit hard. They said that he just heard something go boom. I guess that was my head. They said that's when they called grandma. That's when grandma was like, "Are you all right? Are you all right? You okay?" I'm like, why? I'm like, no, just if you're okay. I'm like, yeah, man, what do you mean? And then that's my son told me, yeah, you had a seizure, man. Te cayó. And I blame it on that freaking Mexican medicine. I think it's tainted, man. I gotta stop taking this stuff, eh? Reals. But yeah, man. That's the way it went, man. But yeah, there's a lot of things like that, man, that happen all the time. You go out there, man, and things like that happen, eh? When you go out there in the street, especially out here, you'll get jacked, man. And especially going over there in the projects, man. It depends what time of day she was in. But she went out there and she got jacked, you know. A poor woman, you know. She's trying to work hard, man. She's working hard for her money. And then you have these fools coming around, man, and jacking her, you know. And a lot of these fools are kind of bold, man. These little freaking youngsters, eh? They're kind of bold. They'll jack you, man. They'll take you out, you know, just for a couple of bucks, just because they want to smoke some weed or something. Because I thought it was, I doubt it was a crackhead or anything like that. I know there were freaking Bloods or something because the Bloods are right there. You have the Crips over here where I live. You got the Grape Street Crips, where shout out to White Boy. That's where he's from. He's from Grape Street because he has like some grapes right here, like a tattoo right here. Got grapes. It's either here or here, somewhere in his body. But yeah, shout out to him. And yeah, and then you have the Bloods, and then well, then again, they don't have the same beef as they used to back in the days, man. Back in the days, they used to have a lot of beef, but now they see each other, and it's kind of like if they're not in if they find each other somewhere in another neighborhood, they say, "Where you from?" I'm from this, and I'm from that. I'm a Crip, I'm a Blood, and they just won't fight. Now, unless you're in his neighborhood, then they'll, what are you doing in my neighborhood? Excuse me. So that's when they'll start getting into trouble. You know, when you start going to their neighborhood, and you're a Blood, and you're in a Crip, in a Crips neighborhood, then that's gonna cause some issues. You don't want to be there. That's why fools don't even go over there. I remember this my neighbor used to live right here. Shout out to D. Um, D was a East Coast Crip gang. He's from East Coast, and this fool sometimes we'll go like certain places, and I feel like, nah, fool, I can't go over there, man. we used to go to my sister's house, you know, Nickerson Gardens, and like, nah, fool, I can't go over there, man, because there's the Bloods over there. And yeah, rightfully so, man, because they'll see that fool, man. They're gonna tell him what's up, where he's from, and it's gonna be some issues, man. So he couldn't go with us when they used to have a party or something like that. And me and my brother used to go. Rest in peace, my brother, Big J. And we used to go over there to party. And so D couldn't go with us because he's a Crip. He's a East Coast Crip gang, and the Bloods are over there, eh? Not like this fool, man. There's this one guy that got really famous that was going with a no jumper with a Adam 22. You guys probably heard of him. They call that fool Crip Mac. The fool got tattoos all over his face, man, and who has a big old five somewhere right here, and they call this fool Crip Mac, and he says he's from 55 Crips, 55 Street Crips, and a lot of fools have come out and like, man, that thing was like from like old school, man. That gang, man, that doesn't even exist anymore. He said, tell me at least two, three fools that are from right there. Two, three fools, let me know, and then I could say that he's real. But it's just he's like a one man gang. That's all he is. He's a one man gang, Crip Mac. Um, and so he goes around, saying that he's from 55th Street, Crips, and the gang doesn't really even exist, you know. And so he even went all the way to Adam 22's show, the No Jumper, and showing up like like he's like the real deal and stuff like that. I remember some fools they said they show right there in the and YouTube. Some fools went over there and rolled him up like rolled him up like a blunt, smoked his ass. And beat the hell out of him, left him right there in the alley. They beat the hell out of that fool because he was claiming to be a Crip, and that's just that. And then he wasn't even born right here in right here in South Central, eh? He just happens to be he just he fool was living right there at Chino Hills, right in a nice neighborhood over there, eh? Nice neighborhood over there, suburban area, and Chino Hills. It's crazy, man. And that fool just wanted to be a gangbanger so bad. That fool will come all the way from over there. He'll come all the way over here to South Central just to try to be with a part of gangsters, eh? He even made his own gang over there, eh? The Gators or something like that. There's like a some fool they call them I think the swamp the swamp something swamp gangs or something. I don't know. I remember, but they talk about this fool, eh? That fool was a hood jumper, eh? That fool was not like real. That fool was just like he was just really he was that desperate to become a gangbanger to get notoriety, and he made it, because right now, he makes, they make money. That fool be making money. That fool be hanging around with these fools, and Adam 22 always trying to, that fool too, tattoos in his face and stuff like that. He's a porn star, I guess. Just like that fool made his wife. She's like, yeah, man, she's gonna have her first BBC, and I guess she had her first BBC, which is she slept with a big African American, and they're married, and she has a kid, man, with Adam, and she slept with they made the video, and she came out, and she said that was her first time, and maybe in a long time, I don't know, but that fool allowed it. And next thing you know, that fool was like kind of jealous about it, and he was like, "Man, I think I gotta step up my game." How the heck are you gonna step up your game against? It's like you're trying to say that you're gonna step up your game against a freaking football player, eh? He's a professional, man. You're not. It's like, how the heck are you gonna beat a freaking professional, a linebacker, eh? And then you say you're gonna step up your game and try to beat this fool at his own game? Try to be a freaking linebacker and try to be Barry Sanders or something like that, or running back or something? Yeah. So it's kind of crazy, man. And I would have never allowed such a thing, eh? But this fool, but then again, this fool was sleeping with a bunch of girls too, man. He was making a lot of videos with a bunch of girls, and her wife was coming out too, and she would have allowed it. But it's not the same as being promiscuous. Or a promiscuous woman, a man will frown upon it, uh, rather than just having the male do it. It's a little bit different. But nowadays, the feminist movement and all that stuff, feminazis, whatever, they all think we're equal, that we're equal, you know. But at the end of the day, we're not, man. They're trying to put women against men, and they're trying to have these fools swim against, biological men, swimming against women, stuff like that. There was this one biological dude that fought this one girl on an MMA fight. Man, that fool just beat the hell out of that woman, man. And that fool even had a kid, man. He looked like a woman, but that fool was like that fool had a baby. I don't know if it was a baby girl, baby boy, but that fool had a child, man, from another. He got a woman pregnant when he used to be a man, but now he's a woman. So it's like you can identify to anything now today. I identified myself as a attack helicopter, man. And then when I'm, kicking it, man, wherever, when I feel good, like right now, I'm a low rider. So that's what I identify myself as. What do you guys identify yourself, eh? It's crazy, man. But yeah, that's the way it is today, man. Today's just absolutely wacky, man. Nobody talks about religion anymore. Nobody talks about God anymore. They're talking about energies, and they talk about this and that, mantras and stuff like that. That's why they call it programming, because all these girls, man, today, these Cardi B girls, and the what you call it, what was that other that chunky girl's name? Wow, what was her name? Starts with an L, I think. Well, anyways, they're saying that the big is beauty, and big beautiful women and stuff like that. And damn, I just can't remember her name. That's just to show you guys that I don't even follow none of that stuff, eh? I don't even know who's who, to be honest with you. I just know that Cardi B has been, influencing a lot of young girls, man. And so all these young girls today, and they're all delusional too, man. I mean, not to talk bad about anybody, but I'm just telling the truth, man. A lot of them are delusional 100%, man. They think they could take on a man, you know? Just because a man doesn't hit you back doesn't mean that you can take on him and beat the hell out of him. Yeah, you might, smash on him, whatever, beat the hell out of him like that because it's not hitting you back. But the moment that he hits you back, it's all over, man. Well, he grabs you, man, and that's it. It's all over. Just like these fools. Shout out to Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit was talking about the other day. He was like, this girl was like, yeah, man, my boyfriend, it was 6'5", man. This girl was like about 5'1", 5'3", or whatever. It's like, yeah, one day I beat up my boyfriend one day, man. I beat the hell out of him. And then it was like, man, if you was to fight all of you girls, man, there were like about, I don't know, 15 girls right there in that day. Maybe it was for sure a little bit over 10. I was like, man, if you guys was to fight against a 15-year-old boy, that fool will roll you fools up, roll you girls up, man, and smoke you guys like a blunt. All you girls, man. And they don't believe it, It's because all these movies, man, that you see, you have this 90-pound girl, man, knocking out these 250-pound guys, man, with one punch, and knocks them out, with one freaking punch. And they're all deluded. The movies, man. And then you have Hollywood, all these fools, all these leftists talking about they don't like guns and they're against the Second Amendment. Excuse me. They're against the Second Amendment and stuff like that. The gun violence or whatever. But yet, excuse me, what did he do? Oh, I gotta drink some water. Oh, excuse me, guys. Sorry. So you got these people attacking the Second Amendment, and then they say they're against guns and against firearms and stuff like that. But yet, what do you see in Hollywood? Everything has to do with pistols and guns and everything, man. Everything, you know. I mean, you can make a pass with what you call it, like the Expendables is coming out again, another one, part four, I guess. I haven't even finished watching. I don't remember watching the first one either. I'm not really a movie guy, to be honest with you guys. I don't watch movies just based on because of the same thing, man. It's just too perverted now, man. It's not friendly anymore, eh? Like that in that way, you know. Just don't. And then they program you, man. They're trying to program. That's why I call them programs, eh? That's why these girls, man, are following these Cardi B girls and these movies and stuff like that, and they get all delusional. You know, you have to be 6 foot tall. You have to make six-figure income, man, and you have to have a 6 foot pole and or a six pack. The 666 all around. That's what they want. 666. And a lot of these girls they say they're nines, but they're actually fours. So all these girls, they call them 49ers because they're fours, but they say they're nine. They call them 49ers. And they're the ones that complain the most when they're actually threes and fours and even maybe even fives. And they're the ones that complain more that they have the highest standards, most of them, man. They got the biggest, highest standards of them all. It's just ridiculous, man. It was like I remember what's his name? They call him the Godfather. Um he had his own show. Um he would like tell this girl, how tall are you? What's your dress size? I said, oh, I'm 5'8". What's your weight? I'm I'm about 220 pounds. So like, man, you're the same size as Barry Sanders, the running back. Hut hut. And so you can run the fifth like a mother lover, you know. He said you can run across the dang, you know, like a mother lover. I bet, you know, like a freaking, linebacker or running back, whatever he was. I forgot because I don't watch sports either like that. Eh. The only thing I watch is just or I follow is like MMA and boxing because I used to be an amateur fighter, used to be an amateur boxer. So and then I did martial arts for a long time too. So that's kind of what I did, and I followed baseball back in the days, man. And then I got delusional with with soccer, man, because back then I used to play soccer too. But then freaking Mexico never wins, man. So like, that was never win, man. So I got delusional, man. And I just gave up, man, because I was like, I remember in 1994, long time ago, this fool threw they went to penalties, man. You know, after the game because it was like a tie, and I still remember they were playing against Holland. There was a little ass fool, man. They call this fool era Luis Hernan, no, Luis Garcia. That fool goes ahead and kicks the ball, and it went right over the freaking goalie, right on top like that. And you just see that fool going like this, oh, with both hands. that fool missed. Like, how could you miss like that? That cost them the game. That cost Mexico the game because had that fool made that one, they would have won. They would have made. They would have made it to the second round. They only made it to the fourth round, which is the quarterfinals. And Mexico at that point hadn't even made it past the quarterfinals ever. I don't know now, to be honest with you. I know they haven't won and I don't even think they will win the World Cup because the World Cup is uh, once every 4 years, I think, and it's ridiculous, man. But yeah, man, these women today, man, are just 100% delusional, man. It's a shame, man. What do you think? They're just guys. They call themselves the passport bros. These passport bros, man, are going overseas to go look for women. And now that they've been doing that, all these girls have been complaining, saying, "Oh yeah, you're gonna go to a third world country. You're gonna go get these girls that can barely speak English. They're what you call it they're uneducated." And I remember they were talking about some girls from the Philippines. I said they can't even speak like this and this and that. And then they made a reaction video, right? So, excuse me, you talk about that we're uneducated. I got this, and we got this, and we got that, and English is our second language right here. What are you talking about? You know, we speak Tagalog or Mandarin, but we also speak English. This is what they teach us in school. What do you mean that And then we're uneducated. What do you mean about this? And a lot of them came out, not just one woman. A lot of them came out complaining about it. Not to mention, and all these girls are just complaining. They don't know what the heck they're talking about. And they say, and we don't care. They say, we don't care. I think I'm gonna start doing videos like that. And like they don't care. Oh yeah? Then why you making these crazy videos about this, eh? That makes no sense, man. You know? It just makes no sense. You're making videos about hating on these guys because they're leaving. Then why are you making the videos if you don't care? You know? These guys are leaving. You don't see guys um the Western guys, uh, the Western women, they're leaving these girls alone, and the Western guys are going to the the Eastern side. But you don't see no Eastern men coming over here to try to get a Western woman. You just don't. You just don't. They're just happy where they are. They're happy with who they got. What the heck they're gonna leave what they got, man? If it's already all good and they're traditional women. And it's so funny because all these women, they want a traditional man, but yet they're not traditional themselves. And they want a traditional man. They want chivalry. They want them to, you know, and if he doesn't comply to her standards or to her, then he's not a go, which is the high standards that they got. But as soon as we got some kind of standards, we're like, you know, you just can't, you know. They start complaining, saying that we're not well equipped for her, or we can't just, because a lot of women don't like rejection. They cannot take it, and so, well, anyways, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go, man. I've already been here. Damn, I've been ranting for about an hour and a half already. Damn. Thank you for everybody that showed up, man. Thank you for Slap City TV, man. Thank you, Carlos, for showing up, brother. Thank you, Evan, for showing up, brother, too, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate it, Slap City News. Thank you, Robert Lowe. Um, you can continue following us, brother, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. We really appreciate it. Um, yeah, if one day you want to speak to us, man, one day you want to tell us your story, we'll be more than happy to take you in, and you can tell us, You can tell us maybe a part of your story, some experiences that you had, you know, because we all got a story, but we don't got nobody to tell it to sometimes. And this is the platform. This is what this platform was actually for, you know. And Johnny Hash Brown was supposed to follow me today, but I guess he couldn't make it. So maybe next time. But we're here every Fridays and Sundays about 7:30. It's a pregame show, and then at 8 o'clock is when we really start. So thank you guys. Thank you for everybody that showed up, man. God bless you guys, man, and Godspeed. And I'll see you guys later, man. Puro Chicano U-turn.